Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Mini Motorways. Today we are heading into Mumbai to finally continue our expert mode playthrough. Last time we did Mexico City all the way over here. We actually got one of our highest expert mode scores ever with 3600. But for whatever reason, I skipped these two train maps. I'm not sure why I did that, but we're going back to them now, so it's fine. The scores for this one are actually pretty good for expert mode playthroughs, with most people making it to like even 1,000 and then it kind of tottering off from there. My classic score on Mumbai is 2,800, so I'd really like to get at least 2,000. That's what I'd like. But we'll see. This is my first expert mode run since being back, so we'll see if I get lucky. This I already kind of hate. You kind of get a chance for this to spawn inside or outside of this like interior area. This green as well. You sometimes get a chance for it to spawn inside and not have to go over the tracks, but we just didn't get lucky here, which is a little unfortunate. I'm gonna wait. As you know, with expert mode playthrough, the big main difference is that once you place your road tiles, they become permanent, which is a little scary. I'm gonna do this for now, just to get at some cars, and then immediately get rid of those roads. We're about to hit Sunday. I'd really, really like to get a different greenhouse. Preferably one on this side. If we don't get lucky, then I'll just run these around this yellow. And I think that will probably be okay. This is the other main difference between expert mode and classic mode is you get a very, very limited number of upgrades. And then after you use your upgrades, you only get road tiles. I think you get road tiles. I think I'm going to pick the motorway. You cannot take motorways 2 weeks in a row. I'm not actually sure if that applies to all upgrades or not. I'd have to check. But I know you cannot take motorways 2 weeks in a row. So I'm just gonna run this on the same road. I think it'll probably be okay. That green spawning is actually not terrible. I'm being very non-committal with my road placement right now because I really don't want this crossing to become permanent. I might even do something like this and then just get rid of it every now and then. See, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. This. So now we can run this yellow over to here. And maybe we'll get stuck with, you know, running a road like this for this green. But at least this business will not have to cross this railroad to get to where it needs to be. That gray is pretty terrible. I'm gonna take the roundabout. We are gonna have to start prioritizing some bridges here soon. And I do think this green road might become permanent here soon. I really don't love the idea of having to run these grays down here and like this. But I think we might have to do it anyway. I will say it is better to just get across these railroad tracks as quickly as possible, just so that you don't have a bunch of cars building up here. So the faster you can get cars across this railroad track, the better. I think this is probably okay. I don't love it. In fact, I really, really hate it, but I think it's probably fine. This is expert mode. We're gonna have to make some... What's the word? I don't know. We're gonna have to give up some things and just accept that they're gonna be how they are. So this roundabout is now permanent. These roads are now permanent. And we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I'm gonna run this yellow down this way, or at least just slot in this road here so that we can run this yellow down this way. That blue is kind of mediocre. I don't love it. I don't hate it either. The only bad part about that blue is that we have to run it past the railroad track. That's the only bad part. Nothing crazy about it. Part of me does wish I had done this for this road instead of leaving it like this with this weird corner, because it is slightly faster, but that was when we had this road connected, which I think probably still could have connected to it if I had done this. Ugh. Maybe it was when I had this house connected. I don't know. I probably also should have done this road down by one tile. Actually, I think it's okay. There are all of these like little mini intricacies that I'm thinking about when I'm like planning where to put roads. That's a horrendous gray spawn. Absolutely horrendous, because the only thing we can do for it is running a road into this roundabout, which of course I did the green on the wrong side, which means we have to do something like this, which is not great. But that's what we got. We'll do something like this for this yellow, something like that for this yellow. I'm hoping this yellow doesn't go under this blue road. I'd like it to stay on this side. We actually can't get a spawn here, but we can get them here. The sort of like mini things that I'm thinking about is like if you can run a road. I think I'm gonna take another roundabout. If you can run a road like through this set of 3 buildings, which right now these 3 buildings are so close together that there's no getting a second road between any of them. Like there's not a second road you can run through here. There's not a second road you can run through here. We get yet another terrible gray spawn. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay. This gray is our savior right now. We would be in some dire straits if we did not get this gray spawn, because we would have had to run something like all like this all the way around, which would have been terrible. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. I think this roundabout is going to hold out okay until we get like much later into the like run. I think I might leave this in here. I think it's probably faster to leave it in there as well. I'm gonna take another motorway. I usually grab as many motorways as I can. Taking the bridges and the motorways are probably like the most logical thing to do, because you can survive without a roundabout. It'll just be like a crappy intersection, but there are some cases where you cannot survive without a bridge. Like this, I would have had to motorway across instead of bridging across, which would have been really unfortunate. This is okay too, actually. I'm trying to remember where all of the spawns on this map are. I think we get like some more blue over here-ish once the map expands a little more, just on this right-hand side. But I'm not sure a whole lot after that. I know this blue population gets pretty big. I think I'm gonna take a bridge. We do have one roundabout in the bank. This still seems to be holding out okay. I'd really like... That's not great. That's not terrible. I like how close these blues are to this, but I don't particularly want to like, immediately use another bridge for it. I might have to. I might just go ahead and do it. There. Hopefully we won't have to worry about this blue for the rest of the run. Like, hopefully these three will hold this out and it'll be fine until it becomes, you know, a level 2 and we're at like 1600 pips or something like that. Totally forgot to get rid of this road, so that's now permanent. We did get a green down here. Of course, we can't get these greens over to here without 2 bridges, which is not gonna happen. I'm thinking... And maybe this is crazy. But I'm thinking we actually motorway these greens into here. Right here. So that hopefully they skip all of this roundabout nonsense. And then if this guy needs some extra help, then they can go into it. But hopefully they'll just skip it. And then we can send these greens down and into here. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure if that's the best plan. But that's what I'm gonna go for. And we shall see. We shall see. I do want to keep this somewhat, like, organized traffic-wise, so that there's not too much craziness going on. This is going to be our first motorway. And I think we'll do... I don't actually know if it's a good idea to do it like this, but essentially what I'm trying to do is make it so that they will automatically go, if they want to go here, they'll automatically go through the roundabout, or if they want to go here, they'll turn this way and go this way instead. I think that'll be okay. We shall see. I'm gonna take another motorway. I think I'm taking nothing but motorways and bridges for probably the rest of the run. I think. I don't love how they're getting stuck here. This motorway is now permanent. That green is okay. If we, like, desperately need it, we can run it, like, up here to this bridge and then across and into here, which could be okay. This gray is struggling a little bit, which I don't love. That also just became a gray. This green is struggling a little as well, which is crazy. That yellow is pretty good. I think this green is calming down. Is it calming down? I think maybe I'm imagining things that I want to be true but are not. We might have to connect this green with something like this. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's horrendous. Okay. I'm gonna take the bridge. I'm not really sure what to do about that. Because there's really not a clean way that we can run white through here. The cleanest way that I can think of is sticking yet another road onto the roundabout, which I really don't want to do. Which means I think this might be our second motorway. Which is really unfortunate. Because it makes me think that maybe we should have done this green over to here. I think that might have been better. But alas, this is what we're working with. I think this will be okay. More white here. I think I might move this down by a tile or two, something like this. So if we do end up getting more white in here, we can connect it a little bit. Yeah, which we just did. There we go. More blue here is okay. especially since our blue is now struggling. I think this blue is actually not bad either. What we can do is run this blue down and into here. It won't be super useful because it's across the railroad track, which I guess this one is also across the railroad track, so everything is dire straits. I think we just got the expert mode like starter achievement for passing 500. I wasn't fully paying attention because I was panicking, but I think we just got it. By the way, we just passed 500. Totally just realized that. We can run this gray down and across. Something like this. It's week 9. We will only be getting road tiles from here on out. Which means we will have to be very, very, very careful about how we use our motorways. Our one last bridge. Ooh! That's a really, really good blue, actually. I wish that these roads weren't permanent, so that I could run these grays up like this, and then run this blue like this. But obviously that's not the case, because we're on expert mode. So I'm left with the question of how do we run these blues? I could stick a roundabout in here. Something like that. But I kind of hate that because of how this road is set. So I'm thinking we do just that. It's the shortest bridge ever, and I might regret it. I might regret it. I think I'm gonna do this. And I'll probably stick the roundabout there. I don't think it's working because the ghost roundabout is there. Yeah. I'm gonna leave the roundabout there. Hopefully it works out. I suppose we shall see. There is the problem that this is like the only way to access this roundabout from this side if this blue needs more help. Which I think is okay. I don't think a house can spawn in here because of this road. This needs a little help. Yeah, because this is just dealing with one house right now, so this needs a little help. I think that's probably okay. We might have to run this yellow up through here, which is a little unfortunate, but I think we're okay for now. These yellows we could also bridge across and then run into there, but I don't particularly want to use our last bridge quite yet. I'd like to keep it for as long as we can. We did just pass 900, so we're doing pretty good actually. This has been all right thus far. I don't want to talk too much because I feel like the game might hear me and then try to screw us over. But we're doing okay. This gray could use a little help because it's having to deal with this level 2 and this one. Week 11, get our road tiles. Yeah. We might have to figure out how to connect these grays to here at some point, which could be problematic. I'm thinking it's going to be a bridge and then just a cut straight across here, like into there, which is a little unfortunate. It's a little sad. But I don't really have a better solution for it. We could do like this and like that, but then we would have 3 businesses affected by it instead of just 1. But this way we're losing a bridge. So there's kind of things to consider on all aspects of it. I think I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna run it like this, just because this blue also has this population it can pull from, if it like absolutely needs it. And we do have this extra population that we can send to either or both of these, so it's fine. Part of me's thinking maybe we should put like a little access road in like this. Manufacture a roundabout of sorts. But I don't think it's necessary right now. This is our last bridge, by the way. Getting used there. This should be fine now. Push this. And I think we are chilling after that. I think we're fine. I will have to figure out how to get more yellow into this guy. Or do, oh, that just leveled up. Okay, now I'm rethinking my decision. I'm wondering if, like, and maybe this is thinking really far ahead. I'm wondering if doing something like this, where you drag some more of these houses this way, sort of, is a viable strategy for resisting the train, because these ones get stopped, these ones don't. And then these ones get stopped, but these ones don't. So it's like you always have at least one sort of population center that you know you can count on getting to where you need it to go. This yellow is struggling again. Yeah, okay. That gray. Oh, now I am regretting my choices of using the bridge. Because this spot would be perfect for it. But I fear I am bound to this realm by the infrastructure gods. This green is struggling a little bit as well, which I just realized. We can do something like that for this one. Something like this for this one. Something like, I don't even know for this one. Probably that. And then just hope that these two can hold this one out. Something like, how do we fix this gray? I think it's just going to be a motorway, which is really, really unfortunate. But it does mean that I can pull from over here instead of pulling from over here, which means this can keep all of these guys. But it is really unfortunate because I really did not want to have to use another motorway. We're at 1300. We're doing pretty well. This green is looking good. This yellow is looking better. More gray up here is perfect, actually. More green here is good. More blue here is okay. We don't really need more blue here, but it's fine. I'm not going to complain about it. Yeah, I think green is surging right now, is what's happening. I really don't want to have to use our last motorway to fix this, so I'm hoping we just get more greenhouses here. And that fixes itself. Yellow's doing okay, green's doing okay. I'm panicking a little, if I'm honest. But I think we're doing okay. I'm thinking about maybe sending green on this road, which might be a mistake. I'm trying to see what all of the intersections are. I don't think if we send green on this road that the yellows will go anywhere crazy. It does mean we can't connect the yellow, but we can connect that one. Do something like that. I'm gonna try it. It might cause some traffic on this intersection, but I think it'll probably be okay. Because both of these populations have two other centers to pull from, so it can pull from here, or it can pull from, or these blues can pull from down here. So I think it'll probably be okay. But we'll see. It's definitely one of those things where I'm like taking a chance on it and hoping that it works out. We literally have so much blue up here. So much blue. So much blue. I really do wish we had one more bridge. Even 2 more bridges would be good. I'm just thinking, like, this green is pretty good as well. We really do need some more yellow. Like, we really, really do need some more yellow. I'm thinking we could do something like that. I'm just hoping this yellow doesn't try to go up here through that route. But I think we may have to sacrifice the efficiency of the green here to save our yellows. Something like that. That blue is pretty good, actually. It's a little unfortunate because we're going to lose our backup plan for this guy. But we can do that. And that's actually okay. I'm gonna do this as well, just because the vast majority of our blue population is now coming from up here, which means this intersection is gonna get very rough very quickly. We may have to think about like turning some of these yellows and greens off of this so that we don't get as much traffic through here. But for now, it's okay. For now, I think it'll be fine. Well, something like that. This green is struggling. Yeah, I expected this to start struggling once we connected that. I think I might have to do a little like, oh crap, motorway into here. Something like this to save this green before it dies. Yeah, green is surging right now is what's happening. We're at 1900. So I'm really hoping for 2K before we keel out. We made it. We hit 2K. We hit 2K. Okay. Blue is starting to, yeah, this intersection and this intersection are really starting to hurt us. This motorway is now permanent because I didn't delete it fast enough, but honestly, it was probably going to become permanent anyway. This green, I think, might kill us. I think this green, yeah. All right. What did we get? 2100? Nice. 2143. You know what? I'm pretty happy with that. I am very happy with that, actually. The difficult part about Mumbai is obviously it's the railroad, right? Because like it's a fairly open map, especially compared to other maps. The only like major issue that you can struggle with is this water. So trying to figure out how to manage getting cars past the railroad, especially when you get something like this where it starts with where the greens started on the left side of the railroad, they spawned over here first, so we were forced to run this across the railroad road. And then you get some nicer spawns that are on the other side of the railroad, so this road is no longer needed, but you have to leave it in because it's expert mode and it's a permanent road. It's managing stuff like that. But you know what? I think we did pretty good. This green was fine. I think maybe if we had run this roundabout or this motorway intersection slightly better, this green could have lasted a little longer. Maybe if we had done the roundabout like down here some, so that the gray, or like run the gray across and then under or something like that. That probably would have been better, but then this blue and this gray would have become the problem with this intersection, which now I'm not convinced that how we fixed it with this was the correct way to do it. But I still think 2143 is very good. I think Uh, we're going to be in, I think, at least the top 15%. Let's see. Top 3%. We placed, let me see, 345th. You know what? I'm very happy with that. Yeah, okay. Especially considering our other railroad map that we've done, we only got to 1200 on. Yeah, I'll take 2143. Okay, I'm very, very happy with that. I guess next time we will do New York City for the expert mode playthrough, but I'll probably do another challenge between here and then. If you have any challenge suggestions or requests, please put them in the comments. If y'all want to see a specific map, let me know. Put them in the comments. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you're feeling, whatever makes you happy, and I will see you in the next one.